And if we use the Fibonacci extension from the bottom about 50K area to the top about $108,000, 100% of Fibonacci extension is about $166,000, which is likely at the moment, but the price above that, according to these trend lines I have got in here, in my opinion, after 170K, it is very unlikely for Bitcoin to reach to about those prices in this cycle. Hello and welcome back to my trading educational and analytical videos. Hope you are doing well. The global liquidity is still rising to the upside and trying again to pass $108 trillion. And Bitcoin is following that as well. Because the global liquidity is still rising to the upside, we see more rejection is coming to the dollar index. The fear and greed index is still on the greedy zone. And I think after Bitcoin price pushing to the upside a little bit more, we are going to see fear and greed to go on the extreme greedy zone. And after that to see a correction on both Bitcoin and fear and greed index. And I did explain to you in the previous video, because of monthly time frame, the DXY went below the support zone. We have got in here after bounce to the upside to about 101.8 level, rejected the DXY to the downside again. The monthly candle for May is going to close in the next few days, and it is a total rejection to the downside. And because of that, I'm expecting more rejection in the next few months come to the DXY to the level about 94.5. That is a very important area. It was resistance and support for several times in the past. And that level for DXY might be the top for a stock market and cryptocurrencies as well. The S&P 500, after the rally, now it's correcting to the downside. Maybe we see a little bit more correction to the downside for S&P, but eventually I'm expecting to rise again to reach to about the 6,700 to about 6,800 area, because we have got a bullish divergence on weekly time frame for S&P 500. Before we go on Bitcoin charts we have got, please take a second of your time and press the like button and subscribe to our channel. I really appreciate it. Now, if we check Bitcoin on monthly time frame, I have got few things on my chart to show them to you. The yellow trend line is connected to the previous tops in 2017 and 2021, and other white trend lines are parallel to that. I have a blue zone in here, which is the 2021 both tops connected together, and that gives us another resistance and support area. The first resistance was about $72,000 area, which rejected Bitcoin for several times to the downside, and after a few months, Bitcoin finally could manage to break above that resistance zone, and when we had rejection from $108,000, as you can see, this support zone held the price of Bitcoin, and now in April and May we see big candles on monthly time frame. According to these white trend lines I have got in here, the first one is about 120 to 140K for Bitcoin, which is most likely scenario for me. The second trend line I have got in here gives us the price about $170,000. And if we use the Fibonacci extension from the bottom about 50K area to the top about $108,000, 100% of Fibonacci extension is about $166,000, which is likely at the moment, but the price above that, according to these trend lines I have got in here, in my opinion, after 170K, it is very unlikely for Bitcoin to reach to about those prices in this cycle. If we check Bitcoin on weekly time frame, I told you in the previous videos, this is so similar to the previous movement Bitcoin had. Bitcoin backtested the 50 MA, which is the yellow momentum, in here, and after that back above the 20 MA, which is the blue line in here, and past the yellow resistance line, and continuation to the upside. Now this time Bitcoin back tested the 50 MA, past 20 MA, crossed above the yellow resistance line, now is continuing to the upside. And according to this white trend line, which is connected, the previous top 74K to $109,000, that gives us another resistance area, which is about 134 to about $140,000. On daily time frame, we had the bull flag, and after breaking above the resistance line, I was expecting Bitcoin to go straight to $118,000, but a big rejection on daily time frame made Bitcoin from 111 to 106K. Now Bitcoin is trying to continue to the upside again, but if we see Bitcoin to drop even more to about $100,000, I see that as a correction and a fuel injection to the Bitcoin to push the price of Bitcoin even more to the upside. As always, let me know what you expect. Thank you so much for the support on recent video. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one.